Total Smith here. Make sure y'all subscribe to my boy Downtown Deuce ASAP. Come on, man.
Man, oh man, oh man. Can't have nothing in Detroit, bro. What up, though, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Downtown Deuce Show. And guys, I was not expecting to make this video today. This was not on my bingo card at all. Caught me way off guard. It's a blow, man. So, guys, unfortunately, we got some bad news regarding MVP candidate, two-time All-Star, our franchise player, man. Shams just reported that Cade Cunningham has been diagnosed with a collapsed lung and is expected to miss an extended period of time. Wow. So first and foremost, man, I want to say that I hope Cade is good. Whenever injury happens, we talk about how it affects, our team and what it's going to mean for us in the playoff run and things like that, which is fine. But that's if we're talking about a sprained ankle. When I hear a collapsed lung, I'm thinking, is he going to be good outside of basketball? There is life after basketball. I just hope he's good. I've gotten a chance to get to know him a little bit from afar, from a distance, through his family and things like that. Really good dude, really good person. So more than anything, I just hope that he's okay. Now, getting to the basketball, what does this mean for the Pistons? Right? And I've done a little bit of research. There are different degrees of severity when it comes to a collapsed lung. There's something called a small pneumothorax, which doesn't need a lot of treatment. It often heals on its own within 1 or 2 weeks with rest and monitoring. Then you've got moderate cases, oxygen or observation in the hospital, and that usually improves in 2 to 3 weeks. And then there's severe cases, chest tube or surgery. Recovery can take 4 to 8 weeks or longer, especially if a procedure was needed to re-expand the lung. Shout out to Randy. So we don't know the severity of this as of right now. So it's hard to really speculate and figure out just how long he may be out. But just for context, Tim Bontemps, ESPN senior writer, tweeted this out a few minutes ago. And he said, CJ McCollum has dealt with this a couple times in the past, missing 3 weeks in 2023 and 6 weeks in 2021. 3 weeks from today, we'll be heading into the final weekend of the regular season. 6 weeks from today, will be near the end of the first round of the playoffs. So let's just say best case scenario is 3 weeks, right? Just giving ourselves a little bit of wiggle room. The NBA play-in begins April 14th, and the NBA playoffs begin April 18th, which is 30 days basically from today. So even in the best case scenario, right? Let's say he gets back a week before the play-in or the playoffs start or anything like that. It's still going to be tough because I'm not a doctor or anything, but I would imagine if you got a collapsed lung and you're recovering from a collapsed lung, you really can't do much as far as training, as far as conditioning. So that in itself will be tough. If he comes back on that timeline and only has a week to prepare, not only does he have to get his conditioning back, which is not going to happen in a week, he also has to get reacclimated with his teammates. They have to get reacclimated with him. And then individually, he has to catch his rhythm. He has to get his timing back. So a lot would have to go right for the Pistons to be able to get him back, have him in tip top, and be able to be ready for the playoffs. Because this is the time, these last 13 or however many games are left, this is the time you want to be peaking, trending in the right direction as you approach the playoffs. So for him to go down now is worst timing. It's the worst timing. So if you ask me, realistically, it might be a wrap for any hopes that we had to contend for a championship this year. It might be a wrap for the season. I can't say for sure, but it's just going to be really hard to get him back. Because first of all, you don't want to rush him back, first and foremost. But then he's got to come back. He has to ramp up. He has to get his conditioning tight. It's just so many things that have to go right in a short period of time. And that's only if he is out for 3 weeks. And if it's more than that, and you're looking at him coming back maybe in the second round, if you're able to get to the second round without him, which isn't a guarantee, right? It just creates a lot of problems and everything has to go right. So this is very unfortunate, man. For Cade, first of all, like I can imagine how he feels right now in the midst of his best season of his career after what he's had to endure the previous 4 years. For him to be playing this well and have a team around him that's doing this well for this team this year, to already be on the cusp of winning 50 games with their next win, something they haven't done in 18 years since 2007, 2008 season when they went to the Eastern Conference Finals. This is a very important year. This is a monumental year for this team, historic year for this team. So I can only imagine how he feels right now, having to go down at the worst time of the season as they're trying to prepare for a deep playoff run. We as fans are upset about it, but I can imagine how he feels right now. So, man, that's tough. That's tough, man. So that's all I got, guys. Once we get more information, I'll be sure to drop it here and we can break it down together. But that's the latest, man. Cade Cunningham has a collapsed lung and he is going to be out for an indefinite amount of time as of right now. So prayers up for Cade, man. Prayers to him and his family, and hopefully he makes a full and speedy recovery. At this point, that's what matters the most. And y'all know the drill, man. Detroit versus everybody.
All the dirty work, all dog. I'ma dive on the floor, go try to block every shot, and I'ma be physical with you the whole game. You know Stu gonna be physical with you. When you think of the Pistons, you think of just hard work and just gritty basketball. That's just the identity you gotta have when you put on that jersey.
I'm not your average breed of canine. Not a good dog, I'm bad boy for life. I set the tone, don't care about no tick. Let it be known, I get my respect. Come in the lane and see I don't bluff. If you retaliate, that's on ya. Slick talking pundits, I hear your shade. Talking that shop, you must run this way. Tryna tell ya, put the dog palm, mess around, find out, Tryna tell ya, put the dog palm, mess around, find out, For some barbecue sauce, boy, you better cough a hill, cause I'm like that. When you're real for some barbecue sauce, boy, you better cough a hill, cause I'm like that.